Hey guys, welcome to the Wrasslin Corner. It is yours truly, Reese Deans, and this is a brand new series for the Deansy Boys show, and it's going to be all about wrestling, professional wrestling at its finest. I've told you once, I've told you many times, I'm not going to be dropping the topics of professional wrestling because it's something I've loved to talk about. It's something I've held a passion for so long, so I'm never ever going to drop it. I will be doing my occasional football videos, my vlogs, and everything like that. They're not going away. But for the podcast, there will be times where I'll be talking about wrestling occasionally, and then sometimes I'll be moving on to professional wrestling. But this is a quick podcast here because I'm going to be talking about the pay-per-view that's coming up, and that's No Mercy, and this time it's going to be on the Raw brand, and they've got two big matches that I want to talk about, apart from the rest of the matches that I haven't really taken into or taken interest, because these two matches have laying the mark on professional wrestling or even sports entertainment today, and they are I was going to say The Rock then, flipping heck, what am I talking about? It's going to be Roman Reigns versus John Cena and Brock Lesnar versus Braun Strowman. Now, this is going to be a quick discussion, a quick topic about these two matches, and that'll be it for the podcast, but let's just get on to it straight away. Now, the one thing I want to talk about with the John Cena versus Roman Reigns feud is that these promos that are happening, and oh my god, they're not even promos, they're just shoots, they're bullets, and the words that are coming out of both John Cena and Roman Reigns' mouth, back and forth, debate, shooting, bullets flying, oh my god, it's going mayhem, but it's a dream match that a lot of wrestling fans wanted to happen at WrestleMania, but now we're getting it delivered at a normal pay-per-view at No Mercy, and I think that's one of the best decisions to make, because a lot of people want to feast more on the dream match. They want to see more. It's not about the pay-per-view exactly, it's about the match itself and what is going to be shown, what the two wrestlers are going to deliver. I mean, a lot of people have speculated the dream match between Nakamura and John Cena, and some people have said, well, after a title pursuit, maybe John Cena could go and face Nakamura at a pay-per-view. But no, it happens on a SmackDown, just a live air taping, and Nakamura defeated John Cena, and he lost clean, John Cena. But with this match, it's very interesting to see, because it seems that John Cena just doesn't like Samoans at all. I'm not saying that he does or he's a racist to Samoans, but if you just notice, he's got a lot of hatred to Roman Reigns, and in the past he had a lot of hatred to The Rock, and they both have one thing in common, and that's being Samoan. A lot of people say, well, they're family. They're not, because there's some Samoan heritage to say that they are, but they're not. But what I like about this feud is that it's not just because it's on a normal pay-per-view, or simply that these two guys are cutting it fresh and it's slick and everything. It's just because these are two people that were shoved down our throats for so long. It's finally coming down to the fact that these two guys have to face each other because it will bring money into the company. So whoever came up with the idea, and I'd be surprised it'd be Vince McMahon, is a genius. Because you got Roman Reigns, who is now the sort of heel in this feud, and John Cena being the babyface he is. You got this unstoppable match that will just help bring the climatic pursuit that should go into the main event for Braun Strowman and Brock Lesnar, which I'll get down to. Also, what I love about this feud is that John Cena and Roman Reigns are not holding back with their promos, and you've seen it and heard it. John Cena has always said that he's always come back because Roman Reigns can't do his job. Roman Reigns have said that he only comes back and he always goes away. He's a part-timer because he's a Mr. Movie Star. He's a hypocrite. The promos are just firing at each other, and especially that John Cena mentioned his Roman Reigns' enhancements. Mentioning the drug abuse he was doing, probably just smoking weed or something. Mentioning that, oh my god, that's just personal and too, non-PG reference. And now there's the swearing that's getting involved. It's a lot of hatred, and I'm just loving the fact that these two Galactic Goliath super stars, I would just say super wrestlers, going head to head in No Mercy. And what's also bringing a lot of juice into this match is that there's a rumor going around that The Undertaker will make an appearance, and that it will push forward into a different direction to have John Cena and The Undertaker at Survivor Series. Whether or not it happen, I do not know. It'll probably be good. It'll probably be good for The Undertaker to retire at Survivor Series or not. It's up to the dead man, in real life. But hey, I'm here to talk about No Mercy and the matches. So John Cena and Roman Reigns. It's going to be a fantastic match. I can guarantee it'll be a 4-star match. If it comes down to a 5-star quality match, then they have to give it all their best. I mean, they have to go New Japan Pro Wrestling 5-star, 6-star match with Omega and that. So, you're going to have John Cena pull out all the stocks. Even Roman Reigns have to pull out his, cocking the handles sort of things. I mean, it's just a brilliant recipe for success. And I just cannot wait to see this Sunday. With that in mind, it's just going to help push the Raw brand to a better extent into popularity and to show how much talent these guys have got. And that both hardcore wrestling fans or sports entertainment fans, whatever you want to say, that I mean, some of them are not even behind John Cena and Roman Reigns particularly, but they're loving it, they're buying into it, and it's an all-time classic feud that's just waiting to be turned into a classic match. So I just hope that it's done right, it's done correctly. John Cena and Roman Reigns will put on a classic match, and I hope it will come out on top. And if The Undertaker is going to make an appearance in that following match, then it's got to be done right. They can't just throw him in there and just say, yeah, he's in there, deal with it. It just doesn't work like that. I mean, come on. I think the WWE should learn by now of how to do it in that. So there's the Roman Reigns and John Cena match, and I hope I've cleared my thoughts and opinions of it. But here comes Braun Strowman and Brock Lesnar. Now, I think it's the best time for Braun Strowman to come in and have Brock Lesnar and Braun Strowman to face each other, because now Braun Strowman's built as a monster heel or monster face, whatever you call it. He is a monster. He is now a worthy opponent to Brock Lesnar's status. Brock Lesnar's got an opponent that he has to, in the storyline, has to bring down. I think it's a better opponent since I think The Undertaker or even John Cena in particular. But ever since after that, Brock Lesnar's feud with Dean Ambrose and Goldberg, a lot of people say Goldberg was a worthy opponent, but I wouldn't have thought so, because they're too quick of a matches, and I was a bit gutted that Samoa Joe and Brock Lesnar's match at Great Balls of Fire wasn't as long as it should have been, because that Samoa Joe has gone in there and he's completely demolished Brock Lesnar, and then next Brock Lesnar just F5s him once, and then that's it, it's over. I was hoping that Brock Lesnar would just show more, because I thought Samoa Joe was going to be like what I said about Braun Strowman. He is a monster heel, and he's worthy for Brock Lesnar to face, and to have that, I thought was a bit disappointing. So now they're booking him as a big monster heel. He's no-selling Brock Lesnar's moves, which is basically Suplex City. And now I hopefully just wish that Braun Strowman now can win at No Mercy. I got a funny feeling that Brock Lesnar's going to beat him, but it's got to be worth 15 minutes or 20 minutes, if not, for us to get involved, to get interested. So I would actually have Braun and Brock fight for 20 or 30 minutes, and especially like Roman Reigns and John Cena to have 30 minutes, because if those are the two biggest matches on the card, then you got to give them a lot of time to produce some of the classic moments. And that's why No Mercy is going to be the biggest opportunity pay-per-view to come out on top of the year, to be the best pay-per-view of WWE so far, because of those two matches. Because the reason why those two matches are important is because they're actually booked at the right place at the right time now, because now you've got John Cena, who's moving into films, and Roman Reigns is supposedly coming in as the new top babyface, even though now he's treated as a heel, which is done right. It's been the best booking so far for that side of John Cena and Roman Reigns match, and for Braun to come in and be built at this monster heel, and it's not been affected when he's lost clean to a few other individuals like Roman Reigns and Kalisto, but now he's not unharmed by his status. I think there's not going to be any wrongdoing. The only thing that's worrying is the fact that If Braun Strowman loses to Brock Lesnar under 10 minutes, then you got a bit of a problem. It's just a build-up that has gone totally to waste. It's been the best booking so far for not only just for Braun Strowman, but for Brock Lesnar as well, because Brock Lesnar has got this, like I said, worthy of opponent, but now he's got this feud that people are taking interest, because back when he was up against Goldberg, when he was up against Dean Ambrose and a few other individuals, you know, a lot of people weren't taking interest because they're not getting into the suplex city. They're not getting into his character because he's just stale. He's not fresh. And now a lot of people are getting interested in Brock Lesnar again, is because they wonder what he's going to do next. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if he does a shooting star press again. He nearly broke his neck at WrestleMania 19. For God's sake, if he's got to give it all against Braun Strowman, it's got to be that moment. And, you know, the Kimura lock, you know, a body slam, a side slam, I mean, spearing. I mean, take some other moves from Goldberg or John Cena or something like that. But, you know, it's going to be a classic match. I can guarantee that. But I just hope it concludes properly and worthy for both men, especially Braun Strowman, to come out as the victor in the match and to become Universal Champion. And for someone like Braun Strowman, booked as a monster heel, you know, he'll be the best monster heel for generations. I know we had the Big Show, Kane, but he'll be up there with The Undertaker as the monster who's come out victorious. I know the Big Show and Kane have their fair share of holding the title, but the way they've been booked and treated, they should have been booked and treated properly as monster heels or monster faces, you know, because, I mean, if you have a look at Big Show's record back in the day, you know, his face and heel turns, you know, it's just losing people interest, and Kane, you know, turning into different gimmicks and that, it's just wasting people's time and insulting people's intelligence. They know what a monster heel is, so they want to see it. So that's my reasons and explanation and topic and excitement for these two matches to come out on top of No Mercy. I'll be watching it. I'll be doing my live reactions there. I just can't wait to see this happen. So, you know, Sod University the next day if I have to. I mean, I just cannot wait for these two matches at No Mercy. Right, I've explained, and I hope that I've clarified and shown a lot of clarity in my speech, because I've been speaking really fast about this because I wanted to keep it under 15 minutes or 10 minutes or so, but I've gone past that time. But guys, I hope you enjoyed listening to my podcast. It's a returning podcast of the Deansy Boy Show, but it's also a brand new start, and it's called the Wrasslin Corner. Just to give a little tribute out to back in the 1990s when, or the term wrestling, as Southern Texas wrestling fans call it, you know, it's a new opportunity, a new start for me to talk about wrestling more, and hopefully then I'll get more episodes along the way, and for you guys to enjoy it when you're on the road and you need something to listen to. So, ladies and gentlemen, I've been your host, Rhys Deans. You have been listening to the Wrasslin Corner, and I'll be speaking to you very soon.